Welcome back to NYIT Roundtable with your host, Shaun Hall, and my honored guest, Chuck Nice. We were speaking about the development of the White House, how it came about, and also about Black History Week, now being Black History Month. Now I would like to go on and speak about those who built the White House to the man that is in the White House. Mr. Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, yes.
Our president. And what do you think about this, the state of African Americans as a whole now that we have an African American president? Do you think that it's uplifting to some of us?
I think that emotionally, that this is an uplifting symbol to have a black president. It says that the country has indeed made progress when it comes to race relations, because there's no way that Barack Obama would be in office if he were not for the support of many other people than blacks, because we're only 12% of the population. However, if you look at the election exit poll results, the number of people that voted for Barack Obama over the age of 50 was minuscule. I mean, literally, he got maybe 1% of that vote. But he got a majority of the white vote, 35 and under. So it lets you see that really in our country right now, in the issues of race, what we are looking at is not just division by color of skin or you know or cultural differences, but really it's mostly an age thing.
Definitely.
The younger you are, the least likely you are to have reservations about voting for a black person, or you know, hanging out with a black person, or listening to so-called black music. So the ironic thing is, despite that, him being a very uplifting figure, black people have not been worse off in this country since the Great Depression.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, the unemployment rate is more than twice that of the national average. The unemployment rate, if you want to take the real unemployment rate, it's somewhere around 22% for African Americans. We are suffering like no other time in the country's history, save the Great Depression. And this is under the auspices of a black president. The funny thing is, I find it odd that you don't hear a lot of black people complaining to the extent that they would if
George Bush was
still in office.
Exactly.
Right. So I think, you know.
Yeah, because you would be vilified in any neighborhood you speak about Mr. Barack Obama.
Well, this is true. To an extent, but there are a lot of black people who are very.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of blacks who don't feel as though the president has done enough, or done anything that he should for African Americans. The funny thing is, 40% of polled Republicans, registered polled Republicans, 40% believe that Barack Obama has actually instituted policies that favor African Americans.
Well, I haven't had I haven't seen any of that favor. So as soon as he decides to show some of that favor towards me, I'll be appreciating.
You're like
we'll be reporting on that right now.
The Shaun Hall household didn't get that memo.
Nah.
But so I think that what you find in the community now is a want for people to see a black president do well for the community. But the reality is that we are worse off as a community than we were, in any other time in recent history.
And believe me, we are definitely feeling it. So what do you think about, I guess, his, not the approval rating, but what do you think about others are saying about the Tea Party, effects and...
Yeah, I think that what has happened is in America, anything that you do where you are African American is going to draw greater attention. I think the fact that we have a black president, more people are actually paying attention to the political process, period.
Just join us back here at our next NYIT Roundtable with your host, Shaun Hall.